questions or observations about anything that you were exposed to this morning?
Concept of how it will allow you to focus on what you want, plant that seed, and really go towards it. But it's kind of, I'm trying to understand the energy flow. And basically, like an athlete, you know, if something happens and it makes them kind of feel negative, how they'll get in what they would call like a zone, where it's not quite that blissful feeling, but they're in this area where they're really focusing on scoring a touchdown or whatever it is. You know, how that will get them to, obviously, if they make the game-winning basket, that's a blissful, exciting moment. So is there something in that focusing area that is good, even though it's not, quote, a blissful feeling?
Yeah, good question. When you're focusing on an objective, when you're focusing on a dream, when you're focusing on a desire, when you're focusing on something you want, there's two places you can be in. And this is what, trust me, you can't find this written anywhere. I say this with respect, because people who teach law of attraction and so forth have a genuine desire to help people. They're just ignorant. And I don't mean that with any disrespect. They just don't know, because they have some fantasy about how it is, but they just don't know how it is. And so there's this good feeling, foo-foo, fantasy theory about stuff which has no basis in reality. And a good example of this is if you read some of these books, they talk about, you know, you just allow the universe to give you everything that you want. All right, let me tell you something. I'll bring up, and you will in the future meet, 4 or 5 billionaires. And they will tell you that they didn't allow the universe to give them anything in their life. They went out and they made it happen. They took it. Nobody gave it to them. And it didn't just magically, mystically come to their life. They had to go and fight for it and win. Does this make sense? Okay. So there are two places when you're focusing on an objective. The first one is the feeling the night before Christmas. You've asked for a new bike, you're a kid, and you know you're getting it because all the hints have been dropped. And all you need to do is fall asleep. And you can't, right? All you want to do is fall asleep, because the faster you get to sleep, then you'll wake up and you get the bike. You know you're getting the bike tomorrow. And you are out of your mind, happy with excitement. Right? That's one place to be. The other place to be is the example that you gave. You're gritting your teeth. You're focused on scoring. And there's almost a negative feeling as you're focusing on that objective, that you are going to do whatever it takes to get there. You're going to go through anything, any obstacle, and no matter how many people try to tackle you, you are going to fight them off, and you are going to get to the objective. And that's harnessing that negative energy. You're not in this wonderful, happy place. You're in a fired up place, correct? Okay, but you're still focused on the objective. Those are the two places to be. Now, in life, which one do you think you'll be in more often? Yeah. This is not Fantasy Island. This is the reality of life. People who achieve things, guess what? Have to overcome obstacles. It doesn't just magically, easily come. They are being attacked. People are trying to tackle them. Roadblocks go up. Obstacles come up. Challenges come up. But they overcome. All these things come up. They're not sitting there letting it magically come into their life. That is absolute fantasy. And the only people that talk about this are people who say, when asked, what's your net worth? My goal isn't money. They all make up that flimsy bullshit excuse. And that's a load of crap. It's an absolute load of crap. The fact is, almost everybody in here has some desire for some increase in money. Maybe you don't want to be a billionaire. Maybe you don't want to be a millionaire. But all of you have some desire for some increase in money. I think you'd all agree it'd be nicer to pay off all your debt. It'd be nicer to have some cash in the bank. Some of you, it'd be nice to be able to retire earlier or put money away for your kids' education or get a nicer car or be able to take a nicer vacation. Or some of you traveled here and you were thinking it would be much nicer to be sitting in first class, but I can't afford it. So you all have some desire for money. So let's find people who have a lot and ask them, how did you get it? So the answer to that question is in focusing, it's being in a good place like that the night before Christmas, where you anticipate it and you can taste it and you can feel it. And that's a really good place to shoot for and go for it at all times. But the other place, which is probably actually more common in real life, is when you get that fired up, that commitment type feeling, that I'm going to do it, that's it, period, gritting your teeth type feeling. You're going to win. You're going to go through all these obstacles, and you don't care what is thrown in your way. It's like, bring it on. Because I am taking the ball, and I am running for a touchdown. And I don't care how many people get in my way, I'm going to plow right through. Question?
In regards to allowing, I'm agreeing with everything you said. However, the way I perceived allowing from books like Ask and It Is Given, those of us that came from nothing and were always told you would never be anything, I perceived allowing it as after I've focused on it and I am going to get it, that's it, period, and I've worked and I've jumped over the hurdles, went around the pond, did everything I'm supposed to do to get there, and then allowing to me, and maybe you can clarify my perspective on this, allowing for me is allowing myself to appreciate where I am without fearing losing it. So my focus doesn't change, and I can then reset my aim and then continue going forward.
That's 100%. That's 100% accurate in terms of the right definition of allowing. The definition I was referring to in allowing is there's certain books out there that, correct. That's exactly. You're not going to own it. You're not going to sit in a lotus position and meditate and let the universe just, have guys walk in with bags of money and put it at your feet. It's not going to happen. Okay. And I remember specifically, I was getting a massage one time, and this guy was like going, I'm just allowing the universe to give me, the desires of my heart. It just hasn't come in yet. And I said, and what are you doing to make it happen? Oh, I don't have to do anything. He says, the universe will just give it to me. And I said, let me tell you something. You're going to be given massages until you're 95 years old. Okay, because you're going to stay broke your whole life. That's not how it happens in real life. You have to go out there and actually do something. Question. the question is, in my particular case, what made me get to the point of being sick and tired of being sick and tired? And the answer is, and this is why you do the procedures outlined in the courses, dream building. You go to enough nice people's homes, you sit in enough nice cars, you fly in enough private jets, you go into enough nice restaurants where somebody else is paying because you can't afford it, and you get pissed off. Because you see people that you're thinking there's nothing different between any of these people here. How come they're so filthy rich and I'm so freaking broke? It's not fair. Yes, it is fair because you follow me, but that's how it happened for me, and that's why going dream building is a very important exercise, because when you start seeing physically real houses and real cars and real jets and real nice restaurants and real clothes, you go down Beverly Hills on Rodeo Drive and look at Bijan and you see suits for $25,000 or something like that, and you're thinking, who the hell's going to spend $25,000 for a suit? The answer is somebody who could care less about $25,000 because they got so much freaking money they don't care. Okay, that's who. Now you may do, I'll never spend that type of money, and maybe you won't, but wouldn't it be great to have the option?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Big facts. What's up, familia? Grand Rising, and happy Thursday, and happy first of the month, man. I am feeling so blessed, so grateful to be on this call with all of you. It is September 1st, and it is the beginning of an amazing month that I call Savage September, man. It is Savage September. And when I tell you that this month is the month to go savage, believe me, because man, we are about to do big things. And I love the beginning of every month when, especially this month right here, September is known to be a month where, just savages are made and just big decisions and big momentum is here because, it's a collective consciousness, guys. You gotta make sure that you guys understand the consciousness of the world and how the way that we think and the way that the collective consciousness processes information. And it's that time right now. And that's exactly what I mean. And then what do you mean by the collective consciousness? Well, guys, you got to think about it. We've all been programmed since we were young, that, June, July, and August is summer. It's a month. These are months of chill, relax, vacation, the whole nine. We are programmed that way. That's the way the collective consciousness thinks. But guess what? The moment September hits, we are programmed to think that, hey, back to work, back to school, back to getting back on our stuff, no more vacation. So everybody is now, this month is that month. Everybody is ready to get back to work. And I'm gonna tell you guys something right now, and I know that for my people who've been running all summer, you guys will be grateful as to why this is so important for you. You see, the difference between us and the people who, were thinking differently is that they are now gonna get to work. They now gonna start running, sort of say, right? You see, the thing for me is I'm at 39 days. So if somebody decided like, oh, it's September, let me start getting on my now, let me start working now, let me get, ready now. They starting to run right now. I've been running for 39 days, 40 days already. We've been working. Okay, we already been working. We already been developing ourselves. We didn't wait till September to get on our grind, right? We didn't wait till October to get on our grind. No, we've been already on our grind. As a matter of fact, how many days into your routine are you right now? How many days are you into it right now? I want to see, because I see some people here, some of you guys just got started with it, which is cool. But I see some, I see 38 days, I see 32 days, I see 75, I see 150 days, 30, 26, 21, 2 weeks, 9 days, 58 days, right? 13 days, 20 days, 32, and feeling greater than ever. Love to see that, Andy. Love to see that, right? 43 days. Yo, you guys been working, man. I love to see this. I love to see this. 40 days, 15 days, 14 days, right? 24 days, 31 days. Let's go, Gabriella. We got 15 days in, 11 days in. CJ got 32 and counting. And just really quick, if you are vibrating higher than you've ever vibrated, all right, put a 5 in the chat box for me if you are vibrating higher than you've ever vibrated right now. Like you're truly in that vibration, you're truly happy, you're filled with joy, your gratitude is at an all-time high. Everything is working in your favor. You wake up in the feeling that today is Christmas. The gifts are under the Christmas tree. You are expecting miracles. You're getting miracles, like all-time high vibration. You are confident right now. Your business is growing. Everything is working in your favor, like blessed and highly favored, fam. That's the energy right here. That's the energy that I want everybody on right now. An all-time high vibration. And that's where I'm at right now. And remember, guys, remember, energy is not created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred. And right now, since we all decided to do this, I have transferred my energy into you guys, and you guys have taken this energy and you guys have taken off with it. Look at where we're at. Look at the energy in the room. I don't know if you guys can feel it, but I can feel it right now on this call as I'm speaking to you guys. I can feel it. I can feel the energy that you guys, we are transferring this energy right through this screen right now. I don't know if you guys feel it. Does anybody else feel it? Because I feel it. I'm like, yo, I feel your energy right now. Promise you guys, I feel it because the high vibrations are here. Okay, we are vibrating high. We've been working towards this. We've been elevating every day. We've been writing our goals every day. We've been walking around with our goal cards. We've been speaking it. We've been manifesting it. We've been understanding this information. We've been connected to God more than ever these last few months. And we are more connected today than we've ever been all year. And what better time to be connected than now? Okay, fam. So I am very, very excited for today's call. I really, really want you guys to prepare yourselves for what it is to come. I'm going to cover a few things on today's call, so get ready for it. It's Christmas every day. Yes, yes, yes. Let's keep the vibrations high. What is one thing that you are grateful for this morning? Type it in the chat box. Let me know in the chat box. Let's spread some gratitude. Okay, what is one thing that you are grateful for this morning? I am grateful for God. I am grateful for my health. I am grateful for my mind, my body, and my spirit. I'm grateful for my family, my mom, my dad, my little brother, my goddaughter, Dadiana. I'm extremely grateful for my team and the leaders within my organization. I'm grateful for Katie and everything that she does for me and just the amount of accountability that she holds for me and the love and just everything. Extremely grateful for you. I'm grateful for my brother KD. I'm grateful for the roof over my head, the food I get to eat. I'm grateful for the books I listen to, the audios that I'm listening to as well. I'm grateful for my mentors, my mentor Matt Rosa, Matt Gribby, Jason Brown, Alex Morton, Darwin Lopez, Sean Murphy. I'm extremely, extremely grateful for my crypto portfolio. I'm grateful for my NFT portfolio. I'm grateful for my e-commerce store that's going to be releasing here in the next few days. I'm extremely grateful for the whole Mornings with Nano community, everybody who shows me love, support, subscribes to my channels, listens to my podcast. Just extremely, extremely, extremely grateful for every single one of you guys. And really, really quick, as a matter of fact, since it's September 1st, we haven't done this in a while. Let's send out 3 gratitude messages to 3 people in our lives that we're truly grateful for, right? Let's just send out 3 gratitude messages to 3 people in our lives that we are truly grateful for really quick. And once you send out the 3 messages, all right, type a 3 in the chat box that you did it. So let's express some gratitude to some people really fast. 3 people. I just did 1. 2. Let's spread love today. Let's spread love today. I just did my 3. There we go. There we go. And for everybody texting me, I see some nice texts from some people. Taj, I'm grateful for you, Taj. Amber, my sister, I'm grateful for you. I'm extremely grateful for Infinite. I'm extremely grateful for you as well. Katie, grateful for you. Grateful, grateful, grateful. Thank you guys. My sister Vern, my Isaac. Thank you guys. Crafty, my brother. Love you, bro. Thank you for everybody. Cedric, who just sent me a text. Thank you guys. I'm really am extremely, grateful, man. I can't express how grateful I am for all of you, fam, man. That's what it's all about. Let's spread love. Noemi, I see your text. I'm grateful for you as well. Shelby, grateful, man. Thank you guys so much. Veggie, I see you, sis. Super grateful, man. For real. Spread love, man. This is a month of love. This is a month of savageness. This is a month for us to elevate. And I'm extremely, extremely grateful for all of you guys. For real. Eunice, I'm grateful for you. Julian, my brother, everybody. So let's get today's call started. As you guys know, it is the beginning of the month. It is September 1st. And I want to make sure that you guys understand how important it is, for us to start this month off with the right foundation. Now, before we do so, there's a few things that everybody needs to do before they go and get their month started. And I always tell people to do these 2 things right here. Okay, the first thing is you want to do a monthly evaluation. Okay, monthly evaluation. How was your month of August? Okay, do not go and start the month of September without evaluating how the month of August went for you. Okay, now what do I mean by that? Okay, what do I mean by that is that each and every single one of you guys should do a monthly evaluation of how the month of August was for you. From August 1st to August 31st, what was that month like for you? What did you do? Okay, what was that experience like? Ask yourself these 3 questions. What did you do well in the month of August? What didn't you do well in the month of August? And what improvements you're going to make in the month of September? Ask yourself those 3 questions. What did you do well in August? What didn't you do well in August? Okay. And what improvements are you going to make in the month of September? Those are the 3 questions everybody here should be asking themselves if you haven't yet. So, for example, if you're on this call right now and you have not asked yourself these 3 questions, whatever you do, do not go about your day without doing these 3 questions first. As a matter of fact, if you can, do it as we are on this call right now, as I'm breaking this down. Think about it. What are some things that you did well? As a matter of fact, type it in the chat box. What are some things that we did well in the month of August? Well, I stayed consistent all 30 days. I didn't take a day off in August. I'm so proud of myself for that. Okay, I ate a lot healthier. All right, I was able to get 30 enrollments in the month of August. Okay, we launched a lot of businesses. All right, I provided help for my family as well. We developed leaders. We made money trading. We finished up our e-commerce store. Let me see. What else did I do well in the month of August? There was so much that we did well. The month of August was a very, very powerful month. I posted new reels. Okay, we journaled. Let's see what you guys got here. Showed up on Mornings with Nano. We popped ranks. We lost weight. Finally woke up before 7 a.m. Content. I grew. Created a new vision board. Let's see what else we got here. You got out your comfort zone more, Kayleen. Love to see that. Ran with your morning routine. Consistent with morning routine. Love to see that. Stick to my morning routine. That's what I like to see. 23 days straight of the routine. Whole lot of reels. Right. I know also My guy, we running it. Yup. Finished up my Shopify store. Let's go, Tycoon. Let's go, bro. Continued inner healing. Connected with people. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Read the Bible all of August. Grew an even closer relationship with God. Let's go. Amen. Awesome, awesome. So that's the first question. You just sit there and you type out what are the things that you did well, all right, in the month of August. One of the biggest, and I'm telling you guys right now, all right, one of the biggest strategies that I learned, okay, when it came to becoming a better version of myself and growing on a monthly basis was monthly evaluations. Because think about it now, I know what I did well in the month of August, right? I see some more people woke up at 5:30 in the morning every day. Whole month of August, no weed. Shout out to you, bro. That's awesome. Cut back on some alcohol. Trading was improved. Look at that. Look at what was able to be created and things that people did well, all right, in the month of August. You know how amazing that is right there, fam? I'm so proud of all of you, right? Now, the next thing you want to do is what didn't you do well? Type that in the chat box, right? What didn't you do well in the month of August, right? I'll be vulnerable and let you guys know I wasn't as consistent with my not with my morning routine, with my night routine as I wanted to be. I had an inconsistent sleep schedule. That's definitely something that I didn't do well. What else didn't I do well? I can't think of things that I didn't do well because I did so many things well. Didn't do well. I didn't budget as much. Okay, in the month of August. Okay, I didn't budget as much as I was supposed to. They were nice that I did eat some junk food. Okay, that I shouldn't have. Okay, so I wasn't really proud of myself when it came to that. But for the most part, fam, honestly, I can't really think of things else I couldn't have done better. I'm trying to think. I could have worked out more. I did yoga a lot, but in terms of like working out, like push-ups, pull-ups, and a full workout, I could have worked out more. I was doing yoga. I was getting my body moving. I should have hydrated more. I like that. Yup, I could have hydrated more. I could have definitely hydrated more. Sleep schedule wasn't the best. Yup. Didn't do as many op calls. Got upset too quickly. Got to fix that. Need to stop smoking weed. Yes. Not enough reels or content. You see, and look, we're doing it on this call right here. We're doing an evaluation on this call right here. And now listen to this. Because you answered question number 2, question number 3 is easy. Because, right? Question number 3 is now all you have to do is basically what you didn't do well, that's all you're going to improve on now for the month of for the month of September. So whatever you don't do well, now you just improve that going into the next month, right? So now let's say, your morning routine was something you didn't do well. Now in September, you're going to make sure that your morning routine is on point. If it was that you didn't do your night routine, if it was that you didn't eat healthy, if it was that you didn't run enough op calls, if it was that you didn't, post enough content, whatever it was that you didn't do well, that's going to be your improvements now for September. So whatever you write down for the things that you didn't do well, now those are your improvements, okay, for the month of September. That's what we got to improve on. We got to eat better. We got to do more morning routines. We got to work out more. We got to lay off of certain things, right? Now you've done an evaluation. Now you are conscious of what you need to improve on, right? Because think about how much better this month of September will be when the things that you didn't do well in August are now improved. Where, when in August you didn't do your morning routine, now in September you did your morning routine. In August you didn't eat healthy. In September you ate healthy. Okay? In August you didn't do your night routine. In September you did your night routine. In August you didn't post content. In September you posted content. Right? Notice how now the things that you were once weak at and that you didn't do well, now you improved into them. And now September, when you write at the end of September, now think about this. at the end of September, when you talk about, hey, what did I do well in September? Guess what the things you're going to be writing down that you did well? You're going to be doing well what you were already doing well, but now you get to add on the things that you weren't doing well in the month prior. You get to add that now to the things that you did do well. And now you're turning your weaknesses into strengths, and now you're finding out other flaws in your game that you need to work on. You see how that works, right? Notice how I didn't even really have a lot of things that I didn't do well because I've been improving on these things on a monthly basis. And now, you know, me staying on point with my night routine, me staying on point with not eating any bad food at night, or, you know, me staying on point with hydrating more and all of these things and all of that. Now think about it, going into September, at the end of September, I'm going to look and I'm going to be like, well, my night routine is on point now. You know, my sleep schedule is more consistent now. All of these things, I'm going to be looking for areas. And guess what? I'm going to grow so much. So evaluations are very key. Okay. And it's good to keep them up, usually week to week. And then you do one big monthly evaluation. So I highly recommend everybody to do that. And then another thing I recommend you guys all to do is write a letter to yourself for the month of September. I always write a letter to myself at the beginning of every month of how I want the month of August or how I want the month of September to go for me. Let me see something. Actually, I think I started this. Yeah, I started this too early. I started this August 13th. I would have to check out my other journal. I know I wrote it. I know I wrote a letter to myself. I got to go read it after this call. But I know I wrote a letter to myself at the beginning of August of how I wanted the month of August to go for me. Okay, so I'm actually excited to read that now. Maybe I'll read it to you guys tomorrow, but write a letter to yourself. And then what do you mean by that? Write a congratulations letter as to what you want to accomplish in the month of September, right? And write it in the tense that it has already been done. So for example, how does that letter start? Well, I usually start it like this. Hey, Nano, congratulations, bro. I am so proud of you. You just had one of the biggest months of September. You know, hundreds of people joined your business. You were consistent for 30 days with your morning routine. You know, you learned so much. You grew a closer relationship with God. Like, write out what would the ideal month of September look like for you. What would that month look for you? Create it, right? Remember, create it first and then go live it, go experience, right? Because look, for me in the month of September, I'm going to be traveling to Arizona. You know, we have a convention in Arizona. We have a leadership lock-in Arizona. After Arizona, I fly back home to New York for like 2 or 3 days. And then I fly to Italy, okay, for, you know, a leadership lock-in in Italy that we're going to be doing. Then from Italy, October 1st, we fly to Zurich, Switzerland, which is going to be dope. But, you know, I'm going to be writing all of this down, you know, how I want my time in Italy to go, how I want the time in convention to go, the amount of people that are going to join my business, the sales that I'm going to have in my e-commerce store, you know, the breakthroughs that I'm going to have. I'm going to speak all of those things into existence in that letter. Right. And this could be the month for you. Hey, could be the month that you let go of certain things. This could be the month for you that you forgive certain people, all of these things. And that's what this is about, fam. It's about putting yourself in a position. These are things that I do at the beginning of all my months, and it helps me out so much. It helps me out so much. So if you are on this call and you have been on Mornings with Nano this year, you know that at the beginning of every month, I always remind you guys of evaluations and about letters to yourself. These are key little strategies that I've used on this journey that have made me become a better person, have made me more aware of how I can become and grow more each and every single day. And this is phenomenal information, guys. So if you guys are going to be doing those 2 things right there, put a 2 in the chat box. If you're going to be doing your monthly evaluation for August, and if you're going to be writing that letter to yourself, put a 2 in the chat box so that I know that you guys are going to be doing that, right? That I know that you guys are giving me your word on this call that you're going to be doing both the evaluation and you're going to be doing the letter to yourself, which is very, very important, guys. This is going to prepare you. This is going to set you up for success in the whole month of September. And like I said, this month is Savage September. Savage September. JR, my guy. This is Savage September. This is not a month for us to play around with nobody. This is let's go out there and let's get what we deserve, right? So today's topic is, and I haven't even started the call. That was just like a little reminder for you guys, okay? But the good thing is that this is a call that I didn't need a lot of time for, but it's going to be a very powerful call. And today I'm going to be going over a very powerful topic and something that I'm going to be studying and something that I'm going to be practicing all of the whole month of September and probably the rest of the year. Okay, so for my night routine every night, okay, and the nights that I did do it, I read a chapter of a book. Okay, now if you have this book, amazing. You're in the clear. You're awesome. If you have this book right here, The Power of Awareness, as you guys know, we read this book in April. I remember April for Awareness, right? We all had the book and we read it. Now, every night before I go to bed, I read this chapter right here, chapter 12. And I wanted to share this with you guys because this is something that we all need to be doing, okay? This is something that we all need to understand, okay? And this is something I highly recommend that we all do at the same time as well. Why not? Okay, it's only it's literally 2 pages. Look, that's the chapter right there. That's it. And my goal for the month of September, all right, is to literally memorize this paragraph or this sentence. Not a sentence, but these 2 paragraphs. I want to be able to master it. Like I want to know it verbatim, every word. Okay, because at the end of the day, this is probably one of the most important chapters in the whole world. And I say that seriously. Okay. Luckily, I've had people who were very close to Bob Proctor, okay, that were literally mentored by Bob and were in his inner circle. And they told me that Bob Proctor read this chapter every day. They told me that Bob Proctor would read this chapter every day. As a matter of fact, he had in his desk, right? He had like a book holder that when you went to his desk, right? He kind of had something like this, right? Where it kind of held the book like that. And every day he would read the book and he would study the sentences, right? He would study each sentence. He wouldn't study the chapter. He would study the sentence, right? So this is something that I'm going to be doing. Okay. And I wanted you guys to understand that in the month of September, we need to live subjectively instead of objectively. And that's what I'm going to break down for you guys so you guys can understand this. Okay. So chapter 12 is all about subjective control. Okay. Subjective control has to do with your subconscious mind, strengthening our subconscious mind. Let's see it one more time. What percentage of our world, our reality, and our success is created by our subconscious mind? All right, type it in the chat box. What percentage of our success, our reality, and the things that we want in life is created by our subconscious? 90%. 90% is created subconsciously, subjectively. Only 10% is created objectively, the physical. Okay, so for the whole month of August, I keep saying August, for the whole month of September, I'm focused on the subjective. Okay, I want to make sure that I am tapped in subjectively, okay, with my subconscious mind, with the inner version of myself. Okay, and I want you guys to listen to this chapter. I'm going to read it. It's a short chapter, but I'm going to break it down so you can understand why this is so important. I know we read it back in the past, but I'm studying this book every night, and every night it's hitting me even more and more and more. Okay, so listen to this. Your imagination is able to do all that you ask in proportion to the degree of your attention. Okay, so our imagination is going to do all that we ask of it in the month of September in the proportion of our attention. Okay, so what is our attention? What are we focused on in the month of September? That's going to be very key. What's going to be our attention in the month of September? What do we want to create in September? What is going to be the thing that we're going to consistently study, the things that we're going to consistently think about, the things that we're going to consistently meditate, visualize on in the month of September, because our imagination is going to do all that we ask depending on what we're going to be giving our attention to. So this month of September, I highly recommend that you give your attention to that goal that you want. What is that goal that you want to accomplish in September? Let's make that our burning desire. Let's make that our chief aim. Okay? Because all progress, all fulfillment of desire depend upon the control and concentration of your attention. So all the progress that we want to make, all the fulfillment that we want of our desire is going to be dependent on, listen to this, is going to be dependent on the control and concentration of our attention. That's how our progress is going to be made. And this is something that we really got to take serious for the month of September, right? Where is our attention going to be diverted? Where are we going to be focused on every single day? Are we going to be focused on our goals, or are we going to be focused on our distractions? Are we going to focus on what makes us happy, or are we going to focus on what stresses us out? This has to be a day that you make a big decision that enough is enough. Forget what happened in the summer. Forget what happened at the beginning of the year. Forget what happened last year. Forget what happened up until this very moment. The only moment that matters is this present moment right here. This is the only moment that matters. What can you do today to make a massive change moving forward? You're going to direct your attention to. On this day, you can literally change your situation. You can change your attention from focusing on what you don't want to focusing on what you do want. Today, you can change your attention from focusing on the stress, the lack of, and all of these things that you don't have right now to focusing on what you all do already have, on what you are already experiencing, the happiness and the gratitude that you already have. Because listen to what he says. He says, attention may be either attracted from without or directed from within. So your attention can either be focused on the out, or it can be directed from within. Attention attracted from without is when you are consciously occupied with the external impressions of the immediate present. So when your attention is attracted from without, the way that you know that your focus is on the outside is if you are allowing what's happening on the outside to affect you. You are living objectively, which means you're focused on only the 10%. You're forgetting about the other 90%. If you are allowing the distractions, the situations, the circumstances, the back office, the lack of results, the money in your bank account, all the things that we see objective, that's what he's saying. Attention, listen, attention is attracted from without when you are consciously occupied. Consciously means that you are focused consciously, your thoughts. Right? Remember, that's your thinking mind. When your thinking mind is occupied with the external, external impressions of the immediate present. So if you are allowing yourself to be distracted and you are allowing your attention to be focused on everything that's happening outside, right now you are living the wrong way. Because if we look outside, bro, it's not looking very good outside. Let's be real, right? The outside is not looking very good for some of us. All right. So if your attention is directed from without, it's going to be very hard for you right now, because when you look at your objective reality right now, it's not too good right now. Some of you may be struggling financially. Some of you, your businesses may not be where you want them to be at right now. Some of you may be going through something right now. And if you are allowing your attention to be focused on that, it is all wrong right now for you. You're not doing it the right way right now. Listen to this. He says the very lines of this page are attracting your attention from without. So me focused on reading this page right now, this is me looking at it objectively from without. Okay? Your attention is directed from within when you deliberately choose what you will be preoccupied with mentally. The way that you know if you are living from within is when you are choosing what thoughts are going to preoccupy your mind. That's when you know that you are living from within. When you are the one who is choosing that what thoughts and what feelings you're going to feel, not allowing what you see outside to determine what you feel. No, you determine how you feel from within based off what you speak, what you hear, what you see, what you taste, what you touch. All of these things, you are basing it off of that. You are choosing it. You are choosing abundance. You are choosing happiness. You are choosing consistency, discipline. You are choosing to live in that reality each and every single day. Right? That's what I'm doing right now. I am living subjectively right now. I'm living from within. That's why none of the stuff that is happening in the objective world affect me, because I'm living from within. I'm good. I know what preoccupies my mind. What preoccupies my mind is my goals, my happiness, my team, my family, growth, God. That's what my mind is preoccupied with. My mind is not preoccupied with problems, stress, the news, the wars, the this, the that. My mind is not occupied with that. I don't even think about that. That stuff is not even a part of my reality. I don't even think about that stuff at all. At all. I don't think about it at all. It doesn't even come into my consciousness. It doesn't even come into my reality. The only things that are in my reality right now are nothing but abundance, breakthroughs, happiness, joy, purpose, God, my family, my goals. That is the only thing. I am living from within. I am living from within. This is what is happening within. And guess what? Because that's how I'm living, look at how the outside looks for me. Look at how the objective world looks for me now, because I am living subjectively, not objectively, right? Put a 2 in the chat box if that makes sense right there. This is something that's important to understand. We got to understand that we cannot continue to live objectively. All of our friends, all of our families, our whole world, 95% of the people in this world live objectively. They live from the outside in. They allow what they see on the outside to control how they feel on the inside. If you allow what you're going through to affect you within, you're living objectively. If you allow the lack of money, the lack of this, the lack of that to affect you within, you are living from the outside in. And you're always going to lose when you live like that, because think about it. Think about it. Really sit down and think about it. When you allow those things to affect you, this becomes your feelings. These becomes your thoughts. This becomes what you become preoccupied with. And you become what you're going to think about most of the time, wherever your attention is directed to most of the time. You're going to become that, and you're going to attract more situations, more circumstances, more people to keep you in that vibration, because you're only going to attract what you are. What are you? If you are the outside problems, if you are thinking and your attention is focused on the outside problems, then that's what you are. Okay, so keep listening here. It gets better. I'm just breaking this down. He says, it is obvious that in the objective world, your attention is not only attracted by, but is constantly directed to external impressions, right? He's saying that as long as you are focused on that outside force, your attention is always going to be there. But he says, but your control in the subjective state is almost non-existent for some. Everybody is walking around on a day-to-day basis living objectively. They live their whole lives based off of what they see on the outside world. They don't even know that they have subjective control. Let's be all real, honestly. before Mornings with Nano, before you had access to this information, did you really know that there was a subjective world that you can create your own reality? Because honestly, all I knew was objective. Yo, guys, I did not know about subjective. I didn't even know what that was. I didn't even know what any of this was. So think about it. If you don't know, if you didn't know, imagine how many other people have no idea what's going on. Imagine how many people are living their life objectively. They don't even know that there's another side. They don't even know that any of this exists. So think about that. All that they know is objectivity. Objective, which is living from the outside in. They allow what they see on the outside to determine the life that they live. And let's be honest, guys. How has the outside been looking these last few months? How has it been looking for people? The collective consciousness, how has the outside looked? Not good at all. It hasn't been looking good. You see why this is happening? You see why people are in the vibration and in the thought patterns and in the things that they're thinking about is because they are directed on the objective world. They don't even know about subjective. They have no idea. Everyone is lost, stressed, financially unstable. Terrible. It's terrible out there, bro. Crime rates are at an all-time high. Stress is at an all-time high. Suicides are at an all-time high. This is not a game, bro. This is not a game what's happening. I hope you guys understand this. This is real. This is really, really real what's really happening. And it's because everybody is directing their attention objectively. They don't know that you can direct your attention subjectively. They don't know this. Listen to this. But your control in the subjective state is almost non-existent. For in this state, attention is usually the servant and not the master, the passenger and not the navigator of your world. Let me break this down for you guys because you guys need to understand this is so important. He said your control in the subjective state is almost non-existent. He said, for in this state, attention is usually the servant and not the master. What does he mean by that? Your attention is the servant, not the master. Your attention, okay, what you focus on is the servant. You are the master. You choose what you give your attention to. Whatever you give your attention to, your attention will be the servant. You tell it to focus on negative and it will focus on negative. You tell it to focus on positive and abundance and peace and love, it will focus on positive peace and love. Your attention is a servant. It'll do what you tell it to do. He also said it'll be the passenger and not the navigator, right? So think about it. I'm the one driving the car. I choose where I want my attention to go. The attention is just the passenger. It's just there to keep me company. I'm the one that's the navigator of where my attention and my focus is going to go for the month of September. I am the navigator and I am the master. My attention is the servant and the passenger. It does what I tell it to do. It goes where I go. It's not like I'm going to drive this way and my attention is going to go that way. That's not how it works. It goes exactly where you go. You say, you know what? I'm going to drive down this road right here and my focus is going to be on positivity, my goals, personal self-growth, eating healthier, becoming the better version of myself, stepping out of my comfort zone. This is where I'm going to go. My attention is going to follow. This is going to be my servant and this is going to be my attention. But if you say, well, you know what? This month of September, I'm going to focus on the stress the bills, the fact that this didn't happen for me, and that I haven't forgave this person, and that happened, and that this happened. Your attention is going to go there as well, because it's going to do exactly what you tell it to do. He said, there is an enormous difference between attention directed objectively and attention directed subjectively. There is an enormous difference. Because like I said, 90% of our success is created by what we do subjectively. 90% is subjective, 10% is objectively. That's why there's such an enormous difference. And he said, the capacity to change your future depends on that. When I read that, I was like, bro, the capacity to change my future is dependent on if I can understand that the subjective control is really the key. Learning how to live from the inside out, not the outside in. This is how it works. This is how it works. This is how it works, guys. This is the keys. He said, when you are able to control the movements of your attention in the subjective world, you can modify and alter your life as you please. When you are able to control the movements of your attention in the subjective world. That's why the morning routine is so key. Because in the morning routine, you focus on living from the inside. You focus on those meditations, on the reading, on the journaling, on the affirmations, on the visualizations of the goals, of the speaking it. You are living subjectively. You are focusing on it, right? You are focusing on the control and the attention that is needed for you to live that. That's why I be telling you guys, if you're not doing your morning routine every day, you are doing yourself the biggest disservice that you've ever done. You are literally shooting yourself in the foot every day that you don't do your morning routine. That's why I said you could take a day off the business. You could take a day off of social media. You could take a day off in other areas, but you can't take a day off of yourself. We don't have that capacity. We don't have that luxury yet to be taking time off of ourselves. You could take a day off of your job. You could take a day off of your business. You could take a day off of your girlfriend, your boyfriend. You could take a day off of everything else, but you can never take a day off of you. You don't have that luxury yet. You haven't learned how to control your subjective state yet. You don't have that luxury, so you can't do that. You can't do that. You got to focus up. You got to focus up every day. Listen to this. When you learn that, you will be able to live your life as you please. Like I said, this is something that I'm learning. I don't got this down to the T, guys. I know it. I understand it. I've applied it multiple times, but I don't got this down to the T yet. This is something that I'm currently working on. Listen to this. We're almost done. But this control cannot be achieved if you allow your attention to be attracted constantly from without. So think about it. Your success is dependent on this information that I'm teaching you guys right now. Whether you will be successful or not will be determined on if you learn how to do this right here. Real facts, real truth. But this control cannot be achieved if you allow your attention to be attracted constantly from without. If you are constantly affected by what's happening on the outside, you will never be able to get to this level of control in the subjective world. Never. Because that's a mixed signal. How you living subjectively saying, I am a millionaire, I am successful, I'm wealthy, I'm rich, I'm abundant. And then a situation shows up in your life and you allow that situation to affect you to the point where you start to change your vibration. That's a mixed signal. That's the biggest problem most people have when they're on this journey to success, is that they send mixed signals to the universe. They say, I am wealthy, I am abundant, I am happy. And then the next situation that shows up in their life, they're stressed. They see that something happened and they're talking about how broke they are. You were just speaking this morning that you are wealthy, but now you're telling your friends how you're struggling financially and how broke you are. How does that make sense? Think about that. This morning you were just saying, I am happy, I am abundant, I am excited. And then you're getting out of work and you're like, oh my God, I'm so stressed with this job and this freaking sucks. Come on, bro. Let's be honest. Let's be real. How are you going to send mixed signals and expect to get what you want when one day you're saying this and the next day you're saying that? It has to be direct. It has to be clear. It's like you don't know what you want. You gotta know exactly what you want. Do you want vanilla ice cream or do you want chocolate ice cream? You got to know exactly what you want. I don't like chocolate ice cream. I'm going to go with vanilla every time. I know exactly what I want. You got to know exactly what you want. I can't sit there and be like, man, do I want chocolate or do I want vanilla? Chocolate, vanilla, chocolate. You know what? I think I'm going to go with vanilla, but nah, I think I like chocolate a little bit more. But nah, too much chocolate is too much. Let me go with vanilla. But you know what? Vanilla's too sweet. Come on, bro. You feel me? What's the choice? One day you have one day you're. It has to be direct. What do you want? What is it that you want? And keep it and speak it and stick to that. You can't say, I want to be wealthy. You can't say, I am successful, I am wealthy, I am rich, I am this. And then you're talking about how broke you are and complaining about your lack of money, complaining about your lack of success. I thought you wrote down this morning, I am successful. This is what it's about. It's understanding that. Very important, right? If you continuously allow, I had to learn this the hard way. I used to catch myself so every morning, right? Obviously, when I was broke and my bank account looked like gas prices and I had overdrafted bank accounts, right? In the morning, I would write down in my morning routine, I am rich, I am wealthy, I am abundant, I am a millionaire. But then I would look at my bank account, I'd be like, I'm far from that, but hey, I see millions in there. And I would celebrate and I would be like, let's go. I got $1 million in my bank account. I see you, Nano. I'm so proud of you. But in reality, my account was overdrafted. My account was overdrafted. But I was focusing on the subjective world. I wasn't looking at it objectively. If I would have looked at it objectively, guess what? I would have allowed that objective reality to be my reality. Damn, bro, my account is it's overdrafted. This sucks, bro. How much longer is my life gonna be like this? Blah 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 blah. But because I'm living subjectively, I'm living from the inside out, right? I'm creating my new reality now. Perfect. I'm a millionaire. I see it. I celebrate that, right? Hold up. Let me get this individual out of here really quick. Negative energy. We pray for you though, fam. Right? We pray for those people. Nah, I'm not even worried about the haters. We pray for them. So, but like you said, this control cannot be achieved if you allow your attention to be attracted constantly from without. Each day, set yourself a task to deliberately withdraw your attention from the objective world and focusing on it objectively. That's just what I'm focused on the whole month of September. He said, each day, set yourself the task of deliberately withdrawing your attention, right? Withdraw your attention from the outside. That's what I told you guys. I don't focus on the outside no more. And direct your attention and focus on it subjectively now. In other words, concentrate on those thoughts or mood which you deliberately determine. What thoughts or moods are created within, right? The thoughts of happiness, joy, success, abundance. Focus on those things. That's what I want all of us to do the whole month of September. Let's focus on those feelings. Feelings of accomplishment, feelings of joy, feelings of happiness, feelings of abundance, feelings of enlightenment. These are the feelings right here. 11:11. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we need to focus on right here. This is where our attention needs to be directed from within. And watch what will happen. I'm telling you. Last few sentences. He says, then those things that now restrict you will fade and drop away. The day you achieve control of the movements of your attention in the subjective world, you become the master of your fate. So he said, when you do this, the things that were restricting you, your limits, when you start living from within, the things that were limiting you on the outside will start to fade away and drop away. They'll start to drop away. Because you'll realize that you were just placing those limits on yourself because you were living objectively. So now those limits are all going to drop away, and now you're going to be able to see clearly what your next level is. You will no longer accept the dominance of the outside conditions or circumstances. You will not accept life on the basis of the world without. Having achieved control of the movements of your attention and having discovered the mystery hid from the ages that Christ is in you in your imagination, you will assert the supremacy of imagination and put all things in subjection to it. You will discover the mystery of that's hid from the ages, that Christ is in us and in your imagination. We have godlike abilities. We can be, do, or have anything that we want. That's the secret. God is within us. He has a piece of us. We have a piece of him in each and every single one of us. God is within. It's not without, it's within. That's how it works. All of us. We all have the power. We all have the talents. We all have the ability to live. We all have the ability to be, do, or have anything we want. Anything. Literally anything. All of us on this call. As within, so without. All of us have the reality. We all can live this life. All of us. Whatever life you want to live, you can live it. So for me, my goal is the whole month, I want to focus on living more subjectively. Like I do it, but I only do it in the morning and sometimes throughout the afternoon and in the night times. I want to live like that the whole day. I want to be consciously aware of where my attention is being currently directed at all times throughout the day. My goal all of September is subjective control. One of my main goals is subjective control, living from within, right? Who am I within? I am an individual who's earning $100,000 a month. I'm going to live from that reality every day. When I wake up, I'm already earning it. I'm already earning $100,000 a month because I learned something very powerful the other day. And it said, I put it on my story, and it was that you can't manifest what you want. Okay, right? It's not about what you want, because when you want to manifest something that you want, that is putting a vibration that you don't have it, which means you lack it. I'm gonna manifest what I'm already am, what I already have. I already have $100,000 a month. I already have the thousands of people in my business. I already am a millionaire. I already am that. I don't want that. I already am that. I already have that. You see the difference? You can't manifest what you want. You can only manifest what you already have. I already have the millions. I already have this. Why do I want that? I already have it. How am I gonna feel when I have those things? Those are the feelings I gotta live in right now. I'm gonna feel accomplished. I feel accomplished every day. I feel happy every day. I live in joy every day. I attract abundance every day. And by law now, I will become and I will manifest what I already have, which is that. Because remember, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. We already have what we desire in the spiritual, which is 90% of it. It's just a matter of it now manifesting in the physical. That's how it is. True facts right there. We already have it. It's already ours. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. This is what I need you guys to understand. This is deep, 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 deep stuff, bro. But understanding this could change your life. I'm already that. I already have millions. I already live in that penthouse. I already earned all of that money. I already impacted those people spiritually, and I live in that reality until it manifests in the physical. The time, we have no control over it. If it means that I got to live in this reality for a certain amount of months, years, I'll do it until it manifests, because it's already done. I have no doubt. I live in it every day, so I know it's already there. I feel the feelings. It's already there. I've already experienced this so many times. I know it's there. And I know some of you guys are like, Nano, this is crazy, bro. I never heard this. But trust me, bro. It's real. And it works. It works, it works, it works, fam. So if you are ready to live subjectively in the whole month of September, type subjective in the chat box if you are ready to live subjective all of September. You got to live from in, out, in, out, in, out. That's how we got to live all of September. We are living from the subjective all of September. It's all we're going to live. We won't live anything else. We're only living subjectively in September. That's all we're living in September, subjective, from within. Not outside, not what we see outside. No. How do we feel within? What do we want to create within? What do we want to be, do, or have? And we're going to live from that reality. Not from the reality that's on the outside right now. We're going to live subjectively, right? Subjective September. This is savage September, but it's also subjective September. You don't have nothing to lose. Do it for 30 days. Do it for 30 days. You have nothing to lose. Live subjectively the whole month of September and tell me how that feels. Tell me what you attract. Tell me what you manifest into your life. And the reason why I'm going to do it, and the reason why I know I'm going to do it, is because I'm going to read it every night before I go to bed. This is going on tour with me. Before I go to bed, every night. Savage subjective September. I like that. That's what it is. Because I'm also going to go savage this month as well. But I'm also going to live subjectively as well. All right, fam. So that right there is the call for today. It's a great call to start the month, just so that we can create these realities for ourselves over these next few months. Okay, so if you guys got value from today's call, put some 333s in the chat box. Okay, I'm excited. Lindsay says something powerful. She said, looking forward to your energy in a few weeks. Yes, Lindsay, I'm looking forward to it as well. Really looking forward to it as well, fam. But with that being said, that wraps up today's call, guys. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. I would really, really appreciate you guys subscribing to my YouTube channel. Turning on the post notifications, leaving a comment below on what was one thing that you learned from today's call. Okay, what was one thing that you got from today's call? If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, as you guys know, my Instagram is at Long Live Nano. Okay. I have two Instagrams actually. I forgot to tell you guys. There's also the Mornings with Nano Instagram. There's a Mornings with Nano Instagram. We're gonna start using that more now that we're gonna get into like MMX and more merchandise and more stuff that is coming and loading up for this, journals, everything. So there's a lot of things in the works for the Mornings with Nano family. So I'm excited for it. We're gonna finish off the year strong, and going into 2023, it's gonna be incredible. But follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter at Live Love Nano. If you guys want to follow my podcast as well, my podcast is Mornings with Nano. You can find it on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, SoundCloud. It's all over. You guys can get it anywhere you want. And yeah, that's everything right there. A lot of things coming. Season 4 for Mornings with Nano. Also working on that for the last quarter of the year. Want to finish quarter 4, season 4, right? So that's something that I got to definitely link up with Jasmine, and we need to work on that for sure. So be on the lookout for that. But for the most part, yeah, that's everything right there. We're living subjectively for the rest of September, and let's do a quick prayer and let's get up out of here. All right, quick prayer, fam. Everybody bow your heads. Let's pray. Father God, thank you so much for blessing us with this beautiful Thursday morning that we get a chance to grow and that we get a chance to elevate each and every single day. Today, we were on the wake up list, and the fact that you woke us up today, it just tells us that you're not done working on us. You're teaching us valuable lessons every single day, and you are showing us that we are just like you, Father. We have the same godlike abilities that you have, and we were created in your image, and you are showing us day to day that we have the same powers, the same exact abilities that you once had. We have those as well inside of us, and you're just showing us our gifts that we can use to create that life that we want, that we don't have to live in that struggle and in that stress and in those sad moments that we've lived in the past. We can actually live a life of abundance, a life of peace, a life of enlightenment, a life filled with love. And we can do that based off of what we direct our attention to, and learning how to live from within instead of from without. These lessons are life-changing lessons that will impact us for the rest of our lives. For as long as we live, these are lessons that will stay with us, Father. So, we appreciate you so much for teaching us these lessons. These are lessons that are beyond any business or any social media or any problem that we have in life. These are lessons that we will live for the rest of our lives, and that we will pass on to our kids and generations to come, God. So just thank you so much for the generational wisdom and knowledge that you are providing us with. This is something that we can never thank you for enough, because honestly, this is truly life-changing, God. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and on the behalf of the thousands of people listening to this call right now, we want to say thank you for giving us these life lessons, because these are lessons that we will live for as long as we live, and more to come, Father. So we appreciate you so much. Let's continue to grow. Let's continue to elevate. We have our hands open to all the wisdom and all the knowledge that you are giving us, and we will make sure to, most importantly, apply this information. So we love you. We appreciate you. And in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. 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 God is the greatest. There's nobody better. He's giving us all the information that we need in order for us to change our lives. And that's why he is the best. And there's no one better than God, fam. So we love him so much. We appreciate him so much. Make sure that you guys are also taking the time yourselves to practice gratitude. All right. Don't just practice gratitude on Mornings with Nano because, you see me practicing it. Practice the gratitude on your own. Sit down and be grateful that this is happening for you. Be grateful that you have access to this information that's not only going to change your life, but it's going to change your kids' life. Okay. This is what's important right here, fam. So just know, guys, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. There is an event in New York tonight. If you are in the New York area and you want to connect with me, and you want to come out, you want to learn more about what I'm doing, or you just want to come out and show love and support, I'm having an event tonight in the city. It's going to be in Midtown around 26th Street, I think it is. If I'm not mistaken, you can go on my story. I posted the flyer with the Eventbrite in there. So if you are in the New York, New Jersey area, you feel more than free to be out there with us. Everybody is invited. Anyone who's in that area, feel more than free to do so, fam. And I will see you guys there tonight at 7 p.m., fam. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day. And let's continue to grow and let's continue to elevate, fam. Enjoy. God bless. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode of Mornings with Neno. Let's get it.
Let's go.